Guys, we're going to talk about sketching today. This is part 2 of 7.2. We already talked about how important degree is, and it still is very important. But I want to go over all these materials that lead up to us making a good sketch. First, you need to know the degree and the leading coefficient. It's so important for the 1, 2, 3 things you need to know. First thing you need to know is the number of bumps in a graph. So you have 2 minus 1 is the number of bumps. It's going to be 1 bump. And that makes sense. It's a quadratic. It should either open up or down, like a parabola. How many bumps are in this one? 1 and 1. Because the leading coefficient is negative, it opens down. But we're going to go over that right now. Second thing you need to look at, right end. Does the right end go up or does the right end of your graph go down? So you have to make a decision. Is your graph going to go up or down? The way you determine whether it goes up or down, and I've already circled down, and the reason why I circled down here is because look at the equation. F of x equals negative x squared minus 16x plus 63. The leading coefficient is negative. So if the leading coefficient is negative, you go down. All right. Graph ends. Now, once you know that there's 1 bump and you know that it opens down, you have to look at the graph ends. The graph ends. If the degree is even, again, remember, we either look at the degree of the leading coefficient. Look at the degree again. If the degree is even, they end in the same direction. If it's odd, they end in different. Let's go back to this. That's a 2. 1 bump, opening, end goes down. 1 bump is right here. And because it's an even number, the degree is even, it's a 2. Degree of 2. Means they both open down. That's the graph. And if you don't believe it, that's when you can go check with your graphing calculator. You can check by making a graph table. Graph it yourself. But you will find that this is the graph will open down. Check with your graph calculator. All right, next. I want you to look at these. This is one when we actually started doing a little sketching. So let's just look at them now. Even or odd? They go in the same direction, they both go up, even. Even or odd? They both go down, even. 1 goes up, 1 goes down. 2 bumps, odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bumps. Different directions, odd. At this point, this graph, because it has 3, we can say, because we know bumps plus 1 is degree, you could say f of x equals x to the 4th, whatever, blah, 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 2x squared plus 1, whatever. This one, 1 bump, you could say f of x, you can guesstimate it would be x squared. 2 bumps ending down, but because this one ends down, so this would be a negative. This one ends down to the right, so it's f of x equals negative x. There's 2 bumps, so x to the 3rd. And this one has 6 bumps, and it ends going up. So this one's f of x equals positive x to the 7th. And then, again, you can write whatever you want after it, because this is only a sketch. But that would be the answer.